Hey, thanks for joining the Real World Prepper. If you like what you see on this channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notifications so that you'll know every time we post. Now on with the video. Hello, welcome to the Real World Prepper. I am he. This is my channel. So this episode, the title is bugging in or bugging out, to bug in or to bug out. It's a question that you'll have to answer for yourself, really, based on your circumstances. Now first, for anybody who doesn't know what it is I'm talking about, if there were a shit hit the fan scenario, a situation where your life is interrupted in such a way that it changes fundamentally forever, power grid goes down, catastrophe, mass flooding, an earthquake, anything like that that would potentially disrupt your life. The reasons why we prep, the reasons why I have this channel going. So if any of that stuff took place and you were at your house and you didn't feel like it was safe at your house, you might want to bug out. People in big cities typically would want to bug out of a big city if they had the option, because big cities are going to be, you know, massively populated with people who are vastly unprepared, typically. So the question for you is to bug in or to bug out. Now frankly, myself, I think that a bug in scenario is a more appropriate scenario. I think you're safer to bug in most instances. Most of our preps, people who put things back, most of this stuff is at your house, you know. So there are some people, I've seen other YouTubers and just other materials where people have a plan to bug out. They will leave their home. If you've got land, if you've got money, vehicles, stores of supplies elsewhere that you've got put up elsewhere, then that's part of your plan and it's already established, then kudos to you. And that is, so if you have planned to do a bug out and you've got all the preparations in place elsewhere and the means to get there, secure location, all that stuff, more power to you, and that's the way to go. But for most people in the real world application, and again, this is Real World Prepper, so in most people's situation, I feel that home is where they would be. And so that is my contingency plan. Mine and my family's plan is if we ever need to, we bug in. We both work, my wife and I, just a few miles from our home. So even if we had to put it on foot, we could, you know, we can get there successfully. At least we believe so, ideally. Now, you probably know what you're looking at here. Maybe you don't. People call this a bug out bag or a bug in bag, as it were. I call it my go bag because it's wherever I'm going to go, it's going with me. If I am not at home and something goes down, I grab that bag, you know, whatever else I can carry, a firearm, which is typically on me at all times, and I'm going to the house. I'm going to try my best to make it to the house. Now in that bag I've got food enough for several days, water enough for a couple of days, I've got tools, first aid, you know, all kinds of things, cooking utensils, fire starting, yeah, all kinds of things. It's a bag that you would live out of, essentially. So anything you can think of, just like you would store, just like we've been talking about on this channel, storing things at your house for what you and your family may need in the event of an emergency where you have to close the door behind you and not leave. Can you survive, and for how long? And will you have all the comforts and things, maybe not even comforts, but things that you would need to survive or that you would want to survive. In this bag, I have things that are very similar to the things I would carry or that I would keep at home. It's just a condensed version. So if I had to live out of this bag for a day or two, 5 maybe, that I could. And that would be in the event that I needed to hoof it home. And that is my plan. So ask yourself the question, bugging in or bugging out, but more importantly, prepare to do so. Pack a bag. If you're at work and your plan is to come home if something happens and you can't use your wheels or the gridlock on the highway or anything like that, grab your bag and go. If indeed you plan to bug out to a location that, again, you've already predetermined is where you're going to go and it's stocked and all that good stuff, then you need to have something prepared, like a bag similar to this, so that you can, you know, get to that location and have supplies in the meanwhile if that's not what you had. So that's all I got for today. Bugging in or bugging out, you have to make the decision for yourself. This is Real World Prepper, and I'm just wanting to share the idea if it is a new one to you and you have yet to discover this for yourself. So just another tip. We'll see you on the next go round. Thanks for joining us. Bye. Thanks for watching my video on whether to bug in or to bug out. In a later episode, we will talk specifically about what type of items you might want to pack in your bag, whether you're bugging in or bugging out. Again, thanks for joining me on the Real World Prepper.